Extreme Force was released in February 2018. This set introduced the Mech Knights, a series of monsters that can be special summoned to a zone where a column has 2 or more cards placed on the field. Notable cards in this set include Inspector Border, Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights, Saryuja Skulldread, There Can Be Only One, and a card that would bring Pendulum decks back into Master Rule 4 competitive contention, Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or 1 box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. I know, I already know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Cimo didn't use Master Rule 4 and didn't use the extra monster zone. Well, let's remember I never summoned more than 1 monster from my extra deck at a time, so I just had to move the zone and it wouldn't have changed the outcome. If anything, this gave Gage a window to use that Imduck to bounce my thing, and so I guess if anything, me not using it gave him an advantage, but it didn't affect the outcome, which is why we are in the winner's circle. I will be more mindful. Remember, we just played I don't know how many episodes worth of Master Rule 1 through 3, so give me a break. And plus, Master Rule 5 goes back to the way it probably should have been, but it is what it is. I'm opting for the tournament packs. There's nothing too great out of Circuit Break, and obviously the odds are stacked against us. The tournament pack is interesting. We could get an Ultimate Rare Decode Talker if we are extraordinarily lucky, and considering we have no Link monsters, we'll take what we can get. So 3 packs of this. Let's flip them up, see what we get. Lily Bell would be cool, but unfortunately Trickstar is just not on the table. Let's go for pack number 2. Oh, the Fairy Tales, great. They're still haunting me to this day, even though it's not Luna or Snow, but hopefully Gage doesn't try any more shenanigans with this. Let's go to our final pack, though. Hope for the best. Overload Fusion's cool, and Seraphonite and Garnet being together would be fantastic, but I don't think we have Gem Knight Fusion or Brilliant Fusion for that matter. I'll have to go back and check in the card pool, because if we have Brilliant Fusion, actually, maybe I should consider this, but we've got plenty of action to go on in this episode, so we'll throw it over to Gage so he can tell you all about Extreme Force.
Okay, obviously we're just joking around last episode. The crawler strategy didn't work as well as planned, but hopefully we're going to force a better strategy this episode. And Extreme Force, released February 2nd, 2018. Opened a lot of these packs for sealed on the Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're going to open 24 of them today. Let's see what was in it. First things first is the Mech Knights were released in this. Taught people to really respect call and play, as the only thing we had before that was things in Circuit Break, which was like Broken Line and stuff, but nobody wanted to play that. But the Mech Knights were the first cards in a long time where columns actually had to matter, because if your opponent played 2 or more cards in the same column, they were going to get heavily punished by a card like Blue Sky, or, you know, Red Moon or Purple Nightfall was pretty good. The Mythical Beasts were also really good pendulum support to tie in with another hell of a good card in this set, we'll get to in a minute. A couple more Link monsters were released. Actually, none of them are really that great. There's Triple Burst Dragon, which was okay at the time. Became really integral for dragon combos later on, but there was also Saryuja Skulldread, which is one that I hope to pull today. At the time, this was one of the best Link monsters to ever be released. If you use 4 or more different named monsters, you get to draw 4 cards and place 3 from your hand to the bottom of the deck. Crazy for Danger Thunder decks, or decks that are just able to put a couple dudes on the board, throw them into a Link monster, get some value off them. Insane Link monster. Hoping to grab one today. That'd be fucking dope. Altergeist's got the Manifestation, which is that Reborn I was talking about last episode, and then There Can Be Only One is a great floodgate trap. But other than that, only 2 other things big released in this set were a couple of imports that we were looking for Link monsters, like Isolde was a great Link monster, still is one of the best ones today, and then Heavy Metal Foe Electromite, man. Triff Gaming is going to be screaming if we pull that thing today, but this was the only hope that actually Pendulums had at the time, as the deck was just completely murked by Master Rule 4. Electromite was able to flip that around and at least give the deck a little bit of hope. Incredible Link monster, one that I actually have a hard time believing we'll see again today anytime soon. But maybe we can see it in the progression series. Right, I think that's everything I have to go through today, so let's open our pity pack today. The one OTS 6. Actually, a really good pair of cards in this thing. We can actually have access to a full Gem Knight engine if we can pull Brilliant Fusion as well as Seraphinite. So let's see what we get from our one here. Flip them up. Lilybell or for Scorpio. Dragon Shrine's pretty cool, but man, we'll take what we can get there. Right, the exciting thing though, 24 packs of Extreme Force. See how lucky we get today.
All right, you guys, 24 packs of Extreme Force. If there's a set that's going to help the shortage of Link monsters, it's definitely this set, courtesy of all the Link Vrains Pack 1 imports. So let's hope for the best. Flip up the first pack, and not much to talk about. Oh, of course we get the Scramble Egg, though. Everyone knows that that's my favorite card of all time. Can't wait to see how many of this we get by the end of this opening. Oh, second pack in though, and we get a Saryuja Skull Dread. This card is so good. It is a Link 4, but honestly, this card is crazy. We get extra summons, we can pump our monsters, we can draw 4 and put 3 back and sculpt our hand in crazy ways. I want you guys to think about a couple things. We have Destrudo, we have Yazi, we have Mare Mare, we also have Scapegoat. Going into Link 4s may not be as difficult as you think, and also we got an Underclock Taker, probably one of the best generic Link 2s in the game, at least at this point. Doesn't give us 2 downward arrows, but it does give us 1. I'll take it. You know, now that I think about it, Contact C could actually be an annoying card for Gage and I to deal with. You can special summon it when your opponent normal or special summons a monster. This card's controller cannot fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link unless they use this card as material. This could throw a wrench in some of our plans, so I definitely need to be mindful of this. Wow, and the high rarity Link monsters keep coming. There is an ultra rare Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme. The rest of the Mech Knights, especially the good ones, are like all secret rares, so I'm not really holding out too much for this, but it's not bad. Ooh, Cliffort Genius. Now, this is a rare, and normally I wouldn't be excited about this, but this is a machine-focused Link monster, and the Dino Mists are actually machine type, so this could be a Link monster that we could use to actually give us some more pendulum zones. I'll have to consider that. Damn, and the hits just keep coming. There can be only one in the super rare slot. This card is dangerously powerful. One of the strongest floodgates ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! This could be devastating for the progression series. Oh, and there's a second one. Okay, I may have to consider sideboarding this. I don't know if Gage is playing a deck that this is going to fall under, but this card is very, very strong. There's a copy of Altergeist Hextia. I'm a bit nervous because Gage's Altergeist pool is actually looking pretty decent last episode, and if he gets a few copies of Hextia, he may be inclined to go this route.
All right, pack number 1, Extreme Force. Looking for a Saryuja really today. Nothing big in the first pack there, but you know, it's the first pack. Never always gonna have good luck. Move, man! Indigo Eclipse, baby. We saw a lot of these imports, like the Ritual Beast import in this set. A lot of them people were waiting for a very long time, but I think only a few of them are only going to be good in progression series at this point. Curious is a pretty good super rare pickup for a Link monster. A little bit harsh on the requirements to be able to summon it. 3 monsters with, I think, different attributes and types, right? With the same attribute, but different types. So it's a little bit difficult to summon, but hell of a card, being able to Foolish Burial anything from the deck, and then also mill 3 cards. Not bad, dude.
Halfway through the opening, and I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. Manifestation. I'm getting really nervous with these Altergeist cards. Manifestation and Hextia. That could actually be a threat. Wow, there is another secret rare. That's 2 in the opening. Mech Knight Purple Nightfall. Honestly, this is also one of the better Mech Knights too, because it can like bounce and basically just dodge any sort of removal. Now, the problem is I would need to be playing like other Mech Knights for this to be good, but that's pretty nice to see still. Okay, well, I said I needed more Mech Knights, and Indigo Eclipse is like one of the best ones you can get, so all right.
I'm on a level with you guys. My opening is looking a lot like Alex's last episode, bro. 18 packs in already, going into the 19th. I don't think I got a single ultra rare, dude. This is depressing. That's like our second manifestation, which is pretty good for the Altergeist stuff we're getting. I haven't gotten a Hextia yet. That's the one Link monster I do want to get, because I think Hextia is absurd. 4 more packs to be able to hopefully get it, or at least something decent. We're only getting some super rares so far. Wow, this is like my 6th Power of the Guardians. This is upsetting, bro. No Saryuja, nothing in this set, bro. Oh, Phantom Quartz, that's pretty good, man. Last pack, anything good? Wow. That was bad, bro. I don't know if I got anything good in this set. That's probably literally the worst opening we've seen in the progression series. Like, Underclock Taker's good because it's a generic Link 2, but this might be the worst progression series opening we've had yet. I don't think I got a single ultra rare. Well, I guess we're adding the Extreme Force bulk to the collection. Good thing I already have a strategy today.
Oh, fuck! Are we gonna go Pendulum? We just got a fucking Electromite, dude. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. That's so good. Electromite is so powerful. We said we wanted good generic links, and honestly, this may be good enough to go Pendulum. This card is so strong. You know, it's not an Electromite, but there is another ultra rare being Xcode Talker. We've gotten a lot of links in this set, and that's what we wanted to see. I also want to highlight Kinetic Puppeteer. This card is like low-key very, very strong. Being able to move a monster in its zone can really just fuck up a lot of plays, especially like in Master Rule 4 specifically. There's actually some consideration for this. Oh my god. Another secret rare purple Nightfall. I almost kind of wish this was blue sky, because I think for purple Nightfall's effect, I think it needs to actually search for another Mech Knight, but it can't be another purple Nightfall. It says, and if you do, yeah, add another Mech Knight from deck to hand, except purple Nightfall. Damn, that's so unfortunate. I guess if we played a small enough Mech Knight core, we could facilitate this. And this card's very, very annoying to deal with, but this could have been another Electromite, dude. Holy shit, that would have been crazy. So we've only got a few packs left. I cannot believe we pulled Electromite. I cannot believe it. That is going to make this episode very interesting. Let's go ahead and flip them up, see what we get. Some more Link monsters, nothing really else to discuss. Also a Vendread Battle Guard, Battle Lord, I don't remember. Phantom Quartz is funny because this would facilitate the ability to fuse into that Seraphonite we pulled. However, we need gem monsters to make this, so that's not going to happen. Last pack, can we get anything crazy in the close? It doesn't look like it, but honestly, I cannot complain. Saryuja Skull Dread, couple copies of there can be only one. Tons of good Link monsters, including Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. This is going to be an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Dueling Book.
So today we're plugging in our Luna engine we've used for the past few episodes, this time with a new shell that just happens to be an old friend. Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing it back to Dragon Rollers. We are in uncharted territory at the moment with Plant Rollers. Cards like Destrudo just weren't legal. They didn't exist at the time the Dragon Rollers were around. Dandelion was just banned in the most recent Forbidden and Limited list. Cards like Level Eater, which was also banned here, and a card that I will absolutely be throwing in last minute, also just find their way here as well. A lot better with Link monsters in the era. Level Eater's gonna get annoying when we're able to use it with a card like Destrudo. Sync any of our level 7s by a single level, make it a 6. Pairs well with Destrudo, we can make Formula Synchron and then go into a level 7. Maybe just set up for a Black Rose on our opponent's turn. Obviously, we're thriving off the synergy that Dragon Ravine, Chicken Game, and Pseudospace can do with Ancient Fairy Dragon and the Destrudo combo. This combo was legal for a very short amount of time, and it didn't even have things like Chicken Game around. So I think we're really able to make something happen there. And then, of course, for the bombs, the stuff we're going to be dropping, Orbital Hydrolander is extremely easy to fuel in this deck here, being a level 8 that is essentially a Trident on either player's turn. Just got to mill 3 cards to do it, which, thank you, I absolutely will. Not to mention, it is a level 8 as well, which pairs pretty well with our good old friend Felgrand Dragon, man. If we can end on Felgrand in the EMZ, still not going to be bad today. Since we've been on a back row deck for the last few episodes, I think like the last 5, I think Alex is going to expect us to stick with that and not completely go 180 and do something that has no trap cards at all. So I think Alex is going to be prepared for a little bit slow of a matchup. When we start slanging just big dudes down back and forth every single turn, it's going to get a little scary for him. Let's hope Alex is ready to handle it. We're moving into Flames of Destruction next episode, which is another huge Link set. So there's going to be a whole bunch of new options to be able to explore with that set. This set, though, I figure we have some fun. Let's see how the Dragon Rollers can stand up through the test of time, moving into the Link era, baby. Nobody knows because they've never been tried out. Let's see how we do today.
Guys, I am so excited for today's episode. We're running back the Dino Mist, but we are taking it to the next level with changes both in the main deck as well as the extra. Now, let's be honest, Electromite helped make this decision a little bit easier. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. And do you guys know Masterpiece still was not banned by this point? I think by next episode it should be, but of course we have to give this one last hurrah. So this is the deck we're bringing. Let's do the card by card. We've got some new cards to discuss, but if you don't remember this typical Dino Mist lineup, 3 Ankylos, 2 Brachion, 3 Ceratops. This is actually slightly different. I'll explain in a bit. 3 Plesios, 2 Terran, 1 Rex, 3 Spinos, and 3 Stegosaur. I actually up Ceratops because it's a monster I can special summon if I have another Dino Mist monster, which means that I can take both of them, make Electromite, and we are off to the races. If you don't recall, the 3 scales can protect a Dino Mist from battle or an opponent's card effect, and the 6 scales protect them from targeting, which then they get destroyed and sent to the extra deck face up to be Pendulum summoned back later. We have some new cards though in the form of Destrudo, the Lost Dragon's Frisian, Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, Supreme King Gate 0, and a copy of Foolish Burial. So why this is in here is because Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, if it's in the graveyard and we don't control monsters, we can special summon it to the field, then add a copy of Gate 0 to our hand. This is just a low scale for all intents and purposes. It could just be a card we pitch for any other card anyway, but this gives us a monster on the field for free to allow us to enable Electromite. A lot of decks did this back in the day, but we have some dual purpose with the Foolish Burial here, because if we don't want to go for the Dark Worm, we can actually go for Destrudo instead, and this actually sets up our Yazi play for going second. With Yazi, we can pop a card and the Yazi itself. Yazi's second effect triggers to summon a worm. In this case, it's Mare Mare, and Mare Mare can summon 3 tokens to our side of the field, which we can then link off into anything else we want. If we have another Dynamis monster to pair with this, we can actually go into a 4-material Saryuja, and otherwise, we can actually use the Mare Mare and the tokens to make 2 copies of Mistar Boy for 4,800 damage just with these 2 cards alone, and any Dynamis will almost be lethal. We are just shy. I think Spinos actually does clear the lethal threshold, so we have a bit of an OTK here for going second, and I love just the flexibility of a card like Foolish Burial for either going first or going second. It is just nasty. And then speaking of nasty, we still have the 2 Masterpiece. I cut down on some of the continuous spells and traps, but this card is just so broken, I have to still play it. And of course, we have the 1 Maxi. The spells, Book of Moon, Darkhold, 3 Dynamis Charge for searching, MST, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, and Snatch Steel, and just 3 copies of Howling for the traps. This is really all we need. And if Gage is on Paleo, I don't want to give him opportunities to summon more Paleos, so I figure this is just the best card we can have. It gives us Pendulum Scales, allows us to just set up, and basically just to compulse every single turn. This card is very annoying. We haven't actually seen this card in use. We've basically just seen it as fodder for Masterpiece, but honestly, that's good enough sometimes. For the extra deck, we've got an Ignister as well as a Yazi. We can make Ignister if we have some different levels to work with the Destrudo, and this card's still very good, so I still want to have access to it, even if it's a little bit more difficult to make. We have a bunch of monsters in the Xyz department that you've seen before. We've got the Electromite. Basically, I want to try to get to Electromite as fast as possible, because if we do, we get so much advantage, especially on turn 1. We get our scales set up as well, and that way we are just off to the races. This card is so powerful. We can basically get any card from our deck and then just draw cards on top of it. There's a reason this card is banned, ladies and gentlemen. The 2 Mistar Boy for the aforementioned OTK, but also the entire archetype is water, so if we need some more damage or if we just need to link off into this, we have the ability to do so. We have 1 Clifford Genius as another link 2 that requires machines, but this effect could come up. It can negate stuff. Saryuja, even if we just go for 3 to be able to special summon a monster to the field, that may just be good enough, honestly, but the 4 effect to be able to just load up our hand with cards is just insane. And then an Underclock Taker, again, may come up. It's a link 2, so not too high investment. The card's not bad. It gives us an arrow for Pendulum summoning as well. And then for the side deck, I'm still on the Barrier Statue in case Gage wants to play any sort of special summon heavy deck. I don't know what direction he's going to go, because last episode did not fare well for him, so he may try to just change it up entirely. Altergeist maybe in the future, but we'll have to see. 2 DD Crow, just generically good all around. 2 Gamma Seal as well. 3 Book of Eclipse. I saw last episode that Gage is still on System Down, so I want to make sure I have this as a counter to that to protect our Dynamis, because we don't really have a way to do so. For the spell and trap removal, Heavy Storm and Twin Twister, depending on the type of deck that he's playing. And 2 copies of Fiendish Chain. It can just stop annoying things, and also it is more continuous trap specifically for Masterpiece. If Gage is still on a Paleo strategy, this means we'll have a higher likelihood of getting this off. Guys, I can't wait to see what Gage brought today. This is going to be a ton of fun. I really hope we can do some big Pendulum explosive plays. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, this has the potential to be one of the craziest episodes I think we've had in a while. There are so many good cards in Extreme Force. I mean, just so many different directions. Thank you, Link Vrains Pack 1 in the OCG.
Right?
That's all I'm going to say.
Right? I was saying we were waiting for so many imports from that dumb Link Vrains pack, and we got a lot of them in this set, but also, bro, Flames of Destruction is next week, too. There are so many banned cards in Flames of Destruction. And when there's banned cards in the Progression series, you know there's going to be something quirky up.
Oh, you know, for sure. Like Extreme Force, like people don't realize. I saw some people in the comments complaining, oh, you guys aren't really playing many Links. This is how it was when Links first came out. There weren't many good Links, so people just kind of played the same decks, just like maybe with 1 or 2 Link monsters, and that was it. And then Extreme Force came along and just completely changed it all, because all those imports came and it was just overnight, just brand new game, and I loved that. And it was funny because Extreme Force wasn't like a particularly like great set until still all the Link Vrains Pack imports just pushed it up. So I'm excited.
Yeah, not even on top of that, we were still missing some of the key cards that made the Link era what it was. Like, OCG had Halka-Fibrax at this time, dude. And it wouldn't be a whole nother, like, year and a half before we even had the card, bro. So it's just, man, the game completely changes really, really quickly here in the Link era. It's not as quite as, like, the most, like, pompous start like you think, like, Synchros and stuff like that with Goyo Guardian, or, like, XYZs were off to a pretty good start, too. But once the Link era's, like, once it gets kicking, oh, man, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I think that's just because it was so limiting at first and just the way that it was initially released. But it is what it is. Here we are. I'm ready to get into it, buddy.
I'm ready to get into it, too, bro. I'm excited, dude.
Let's go ahead and do that rock, paper, scissors, lose immediately, and shout out our patron is Dr. Phil V. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being a doctor if you actually are a doctor.
My man.
Gage, what are you going to pick?
Alex, I was doing some thinking, bro.
Okay. All right.
I still think going first is the right place. I'm going to go first.
Okay. So you didn't think very long. 41 cards. 41
Yep.
cards. Okay. Might be up to something a little bit new over there. We'll see.
All right.
See.
We'll see what we can do here. Good luck, dude. All right. Well, as far as you know, I could be playing the exact same thing because this is going to be not the most thrilling start. I'm going to kick it off with normal summon Luna. I'm going to activate
Okay.
Luna.
So far it looks the same, but yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'm going to pick up with Luna. I'm going to pick up another Luna. I just think it's the best play. And Alex, that's it, bro. I'm just going to pass with Luna.
Please tell me you're joking, Gage.
I'm not joking, man.
Oh
That's
my
like
God.
okay, bro. I hope you have something to deal with it.
I mean, I guess it depends on the circumstances, right? And that could also mean your hand is just like 4 kaijus, and that's kind of scary. Okay, main one. All right, so I think I'll start off my turn, and this is going to give away what I'm up to. I'm going to special summon Dino Mist Brachion.
Oh, you're fucking back on these garbage cards again, bro. Come on. All right, yes.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. Dino Mist Brachion's okay.
All right, let's normal summon a Plesios while we're at it, too.
That's fine.
We'll go to battle. Let's hit over this Luna.
Okay, I don't think I mind losing the Luna here. I definitely know you have multiples of both of these guys.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no mystery with this.
Yeah. So I'm going to lose 100 attack and defense because of your Plesios. So I will take
200 for each Dino.
Oh, it counts itself. You're right. Okay, so
Correct.
I'm going to lose 300.
It's down to 1650. She'll take 350. Yep.
That's fine.
And then we'll just go for 17 to the face.
That's perfectly okay.
And then second main gauge. Oh, boy. I am going to Link summon
Oh, you're going to make me a star boy?
Heavy Metal Foes Electromite.
No way, bro! Oh my god, bro! The Electromite!
Now the games have begun!
Oh my god. Yes, bro. Please get your plus off this card. It's been so long.
Absolutely. So we're going to start by using that effect. We are going to dump a Pendulum monster from our deck to our extra deck.
Oh my, it's so good, dude.
It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Okay, so off of this Electromite, I think I'm going to send a Stegosaur to my extra monster zone. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and do this. Put it here, and we'll put it in the, excuse me, not the extra monster zone, the face-up extra deck.
Yes.
That matters. Okay, then for my next trick, we're going to go ahead and scale a copy of Spinos.
Sure.
And we're going to use the effect of Electromite. We're going to pop the Spinos extra deck, and we are going to add a card from our extra deck to our hand. So let's go ahead. It's so good. It's so good. And we're going to grab, I think we'll just grab this Brachion here.
And you get to draw a card, bro.
I do get to draw a card. That is the third effect of Electromite, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now people wonder why this card is banned. Wonder why. All right, let's go ahead then, and we are going to scale up, as a matter of fact. So let's go scale 3, scale 6, and we are going to Pendulum summon 2 of our monsters. So let's go ahead and grab this Stegosaur, and let's also grab this Plesios.
Yep.
And I think I'm just going to set a card, and I'm feeling pretty content with this, buddy. Go ahead. Have fun.
We'll see how good it looks for you in a minute here. I'll go stand by me.
Okay.
Yeah, Master Rule's kind of, it's hurting you there, huh?
Little bit, but thankfully this Electromite makes things a little bit easier.
Just a tad bit. Well, let's game. All right, so now you're going to be able to see what I'm going to play, Alex. Today,
Okay.
I'm going to start my turn by I'm going to activate Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. I'm going to pitch 2 wind monsters from my hand to activate its effect to add a dragon.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, cool. Love to hear it.
Interesting. Well, this is definitely different than what you've been up to before.
Oh, it's definitely, no, 100%. Okay, I'm going to pick up Burner, Dragon Ruler, of storms. Or that's not storms. What is it, sparks?
Sparks.
All right,
yeah.
Sparky. I'm going to activate Sparky here. Going to pitch itself and Deshrudo, the Lost Dragon's Frisian.
Ooh, okay. In response to this, I will chain Max C.
Oh, ooh, that's really gross, actually.
So this probably changes up your plan a little bit.
Just a little bit, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm going to pick up my blaster.
Okay, and I will draw a card off of Maxi.
That's fine. Oh, God, now I got to play the game. How many cards I want to give you?
You want to take that challenge again, buddy? How'd that work for you last time this
It didn't
happened?
work too good, actually. It didn't work too good. You're right. God damn it, bro. How do I out this shit? So good.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's unreal. All right, I'm going to normal summon Lone Fire Blossom.
Ooh, now I see the dilemma you're faced with here.
Lots of plays to go through with this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to activate Lone Fire Blossom. I'm going to sack itself.
Okay, gonna give me another card.
I am going to give you another card. It doesn't feel great, but it is what I have to do.
I know you still have that Luna in hand as well, so only one other card I really have to worry about at this point.
Okay, so if I pull up that, summon that, that's a lot. That's committing a whole lot.
I mean, I'll take a brand new hand, Gage. If you
I know you absolutely will, bro, 100%. All right, for Lone Fire Blossom, if it lets me dig into my deck here, I'm going to actually pick up Glow Up Bulb.
Gonna go for the bulb. Okay, I'll draw a card here. That's fine.
Good? Okay, I'm going to Synchro for 8.
Okay.
Oh my god, and Spinos protects from battle.
Oh, it does, buddy. It does.
It just never gets easier, huh?
No, never.
Right. I will make Scrap Dragon here, I think.
Scrap Dragon. So I get my draw off Maxi here. That's funny. Scrap Dragon. Yeah, I think Scrap Dragon's fine.
Cool. Okay, love to hear it. I'm going to go Battle Phase.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over your Electromite here.
So at the start step of the battle phase,
Sure.
I am going to activate Dino Mist's Howling.
Yeah, of course you are. Yep, that card's so good.
Yeah. So if you would like to attack again, I will let you choose again freely since that was still at the start
Yeah,
step.
I'm still going to redeclare, and I'm still going to redeclare on your Electromite.
Okay. So then I will use the effect of Howling here. I am going to tribute off... I don't know if it matters really all that much. I'll tribute off this Stegosaur, and we're going to bounce the Scrap Dragon.
Okay, goes back to the extra. That's fine. All right, main phase 2, I guess. Wow, I just literally gave you like 2 cards for no reason.
To be fair, you didn't know Howling was in the back row.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
And you're under Max C. I mean, that's a rock in a hard place, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm like kind of considering just passing it to you and hoping you can't kill me. But like the odds are not in my favor, bro. I'll say they are not in my favor, man. Yeah. All right, we'll run it. All right, good luck. Try to kill me.
You're gonna run it. All right. We'll draw. We'll go to main 1, and I guess. Let's see. You've got a bunch of stuff engraved, nothing that actually protects you. You have 1 card in hand besides the Luna. I don't think you have anything that can stop me. Maybe you do. I mean, if that's the case, so be it. You're on 5950. I currently have 3,500 worth of damage on the field. I'm going to activate a Dino Mist Charge.
Yep.
With Charge, I will grab... let's grab a copy of Rex. If I can find him. There he is. And let's just go ahead and Pendulum Summon. So we're going to bring out the Spinos to the Electromite here. And let's run out the Rex as well.
Yep.
And this should be more than enough to kill you, I feel like.
It is. And
so,
I'm just going to swiftly go to the game too, bro. You got it.
Okay,
Yep.
game 2. Game 2.
Alex, every time I feel like I've escaped this deck, like you get older, like bored of it, or like the new Master Roll comes in, I'm like, I never have to play those Dino Mists again, bro. But then, no, you gotta come back with them, dude. It's the perfect shell for Masterpiece. I'm like glad you actually come around. And you know what? Fucking Electromite too, why not? Cherry on top.
I was gonna say, like, you have to at least give me some credit. Like, if you pulled Electromite and you had a Pendulum Core, you would probably give it a shot,
yeah,
too,
it'd be
right?
kind of tough for me to say no. I definitely agree. All right, well, I gotta try this strategy out here, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go first this time. I feel like your deck is less scary going first. So I'm gonna see what you can do, okay?
All right, we'll see how well that works out for you. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, dude.
We'll start with a Dino Mist Charge.
Yep, seems good.
Let's go ahead and search. Don't know what I want, but I've got a lot of options. It's not too stellar, buddy. I'll be honest, not too stellar. I'll grab a Plesios off of this charge.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to run out the Plesios, and I'm going to set 1. And I'm just going to pass it over to you, buddy.
Oh, that's it. Watch that be a Howling. I'm gonna draw for turn.
It could be.
Stand by main. All right, well, Dino Mist Howling Howling is pretty cool, and I'm going to assume that's what that back row is, so I'm going to play like you have it. You can have this Gamma Seal, bro. It's all yours.
You know, I had a feeling that if you had Kaijus, this was not going to work out too well. So Plesios will actually go to the extra monsters, or the extra deck, which will trigger charge and actually put it back in my hand.
That's fine.
So we'll get that right back. Thank you for the Gamma Seals, sir, and you may continue.
All right, I am going to normal summon Luna. Classic loop.
Classic loop.
Luna effect.
Sure. So we're going to get your... Probably another Luna. Yep.
Yes, sir. That's the move. I'll spin them both back. Ooh, wait, will I actually? I don't think I have to. Let's see here.
You're not in any rush.
Not in any rush. You're definitely right.
Not in any Dino Mist rush.
Oh, shut up, bro.
I'm not extremely forcing your hand or anything.
Dude, that one was just bad, bro. That one was just
we
bad.
haven't done that with a set name in like 3 episodes. I had to throw it in there somewhere.
Oh, God, that opens up so much, actually. I didn't realize how good that was. This could get spooky real quick.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, Alex, I'm going to activate Title, Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. I'm going to pitch my stream from hand to activate its effect to send a card from the deck to the graveyard.
Oh, you're going to dump Destrudo, aren't you?
I'm going to dump something, man. I'm going to dump something.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to dump from my deck to graveyard. Dandelion, bro.
Oh, God. Okay. Yep.
Now, this card's just
fluffs.
freshly forbidden, bro. And freshly forbidden, I'm going to get 2 plant tokens to my field here. Level 1. Perfect level, if you ask me.
Okay.
I'm going to activate 1 for 1. I'm going to pitch Redox from my hand.
Sure.
Off of 1 for 1, here it comes. Is Glow Up Bulb the right move? That's the question. Spore's pretty good.
Say, Spore's not bad either.
Spore's pretty good.
You've got the whole plant package over there. The Dandy, the Spore, the Glow Up. Pretty nice.
I actually think off of this 1 for 1, I think Spore might be the best choice.
Okay.
Because what, I could make like a level 8 if I pull that up? I could use the Luna? Yes. Okay. All right, yeah, off of 1 for 1, I'm going to pick up Spore.
Okay.
I'm going to Synchro with a token in Spore.
Sure.
I'm going to go into Formula Synchron, and I'm going to draw a card.
Gonna draw a card. Yep. Pretty good.
That's so interesting if I do that that way. If that's Howling.
You're assuming it is Howling. I could have just set Torrential. I'm just letting you go nuts.
I definitely think it is. It's Howling for sure. It's got to be.
Question is, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what, Alex? We'll see how this works. Yeah, God, fuck. I don't know. Nah,
it's hard.
All right, Alex. I'm just gonna pass it over to you, bro.
You're gonna pass here.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. You left a conspicuous number of stars on your side of the field. Wonder what you could do with 7 stars available to you.
Yeah, man. It could be anything, bro.
Weird. Could be anything.
It could be anything, man.
Could be literally anything. I'm going to Howling on the end phase.
Fuck. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I knew it was your dumbass. I knew it was that stupid card.
You knew. I said it could have been. I didn't confirm or deny at the moment, but I get to place 2 scales into my pendulum scales, which is what makes this card absolutely crazy, if you ask me. I don't know how, like, this is in any archetype, but I guess Dino Mist is slow enough that it's not that great. Okay, so with the Howling, I'm going to scale up a Brachion, and I guess we'll also go for we need a low scale. What do we want to grab? Let's grab a Spinos. Spinos is usually a pretty good ally of ours.
Okay.
So we're going to put those in the scales. They get active. And we will go ahead and draw for turn.
Okay, during your standby phase.
Okay.
All right, well, I know I can only use Formula Synchron during your main phase, but it's actually become technically worthless now because that was Howling. So I'm going to activate this Luna. I'm going to target my Gamma Seal. I'm going to try to put him back to hand.
You're going to save him? Sure.
Yep.
That's fine.
Cool.
I don't think I have any response to that, so you can go ahead and have it.
Thanks. All right, you're good to go.
We'll go to main 1. I know you got the Gamma Seal back. I know you have a Luna in hand. You have 2 Lunas, actually, because you searched 1. So there's just 1 card in your hand I don't know at this point. You also have a fully loaded grave, which is a little bit scary. So the question is, what can we do? I'm going to start by special summoning Brachion to the field.
Sure.
Just
that's
a little
pendulum
Cyber
summon?
Dragon
Oh, no,
effect.
you're using the Cyber Dragon. Okay, that's fine.
So you have the monster with the highest attack, and I don't have any monsters. You can go ahead and bring him out. I'm also going to run out as a special summon a Ceratops.
Okay.
Ceratops can be special summoned if only the monsters I have are Dino Mists, and I have one. I can bring him on out. Okay. And honestly, I think we go straight for the boy again, Gage. What do you think?
The trusty sounds like a plan.
All right, so we'll go for him. Let's grab Mr. Electromite.
Sure.
We'll use the effect. We are going to send 1 to our extra deck. I think I'm going to dump a Rex with this effect here.
Yep.
Go ahead and put him in the extra deck. I'm going to use the effect of my Electromite. I am going to pop... I feel like getting rid of here. Doesn't matter because it is going to trigger my charge. Oh, actually, my charge should have triggered when the Electromite was made. So I actually need to grab that now since it's a mandatory effect. So I'll just add back this Brachion.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that would have happened first before everything else, so I don't get a choice in what to get. So I'm going to use Electromite. I'm going to pop the Brachion that is face up, and we're going to add back to our hand. I mean, any of these are fine, I guess. I guess we'll just add the Rex.
Sure.
Then the third effective Electromite triggers, we are going to draw a card. Then from here, I can actually put down a scale. So we're going to scale this other Brachion that you know about. And I guess from here, I can just go crazy, I guess. So let's do that. So I'm going to pen summon. So we are going to bring out from our extra deck, we're going to bring out the Ceratops and the Brachion.
Yep.
And from my hand, I'm going to bring out Rex, and I'm going to bring out Plesios.
Oh, my God. Yep, okay.
These can be pendulum summoned from the hand to or non-link arrows for anyone who may be unfamiliar with Master Rule 4. So I just want to clarify that. Yeah. And I think we're probably off to the races here. So let's just go to battle.
Okay.
I don't want to attack here. I'm going to go Plesios into your fluff token.
Okay.
I'm going to use the effect of Howling. I'm going to tribute the Plesios, and I'm going to bounce Formula Synchron.
Okay, that's fine.
And then, think this is lethal, buddy. I'm going to hit with everything.
Let me just ensure I'm dead.
18 plus 2,000 is 38, plus 21 is 59, plus 24 is
bro.
more than lethal.
Yeah, wow. You hate to see it, man. Off the top, nothing useful. That's actually kind of cool. But, dude, oh my God, bro. I can't beat these Dino Mists, man. They're just too good. I'll give you the satisfaction here. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what was your big game plan here?
So
if I couldn't kill you.
So the thing was, is like I was saying, like in side decking, you refused to play a deck where Black Rose Dragon is good, and I was like, I can make Destrudo into Black Rose in this deck, and like play with Ravine and like the Ancient Fairy Dragon. I also played like Orbital Hydrolancer in this.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
There's a lot of weird synergy with there with like snow and everything. I was like, this could be definitely something real. But
Hydrolander is actually just a crazy card.
Hydrolander's
I remember talking
crack,
about
man.
this.
No, Hydrolander's
card's
insane,
nuts.
dude. It's like Trident and it just mills every turn, broken.
Yeah,
but
I dig it. I mean, there's lots of synergies here. I mean, this deck is just so explosive, and this was another deck that could play Masterpiece, and I was playing the Masterpiece, but I just never drew it because it's only a 2-0. How is this card not banned yet? By the way, it's still at 2 for some reason.
I don't even know.
It goes banned. I think the next episode we're gonna record.
I genuinely don't even know. Yeah, like it blows
unreal.
My mind. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of odd synergies here with the Luna and Gamma Seal. I still have to play because I had to respect Masterpiece, obviously, because you're playing this. I thought I'd play something different though. That was like because I knew you were getting used to me playing back row decks. So I'm like, I gotta mix it up and I gotta play something like completely different. And this obviously it just didn't work. Like your deck, it goes too wide, and like since I knew that was Howling, I couldn't Black Rose you because you just get the scales, and then since they're not activated effects, they live, and it was miserable, bro. Like I said, I can't beat this damn deck, especially when you have that Howling. And you got Electromite too, bro. I can't believe I'm sick.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, I actually don't think I think I was gonna try DDD again this round had I not pulled Electromite. And then I saw the Electromite and I said, well, the best pendulum shell I have is Dynamis, so we got to give it a shot. I actually got some pretty good monsters aside from Electromite as well. I also got a Saryuja.
Oh, you're so gross,
that's
bro.
pretty
You want to
sick.
hear something, dude? This might be the very first Progression Series episode. I got no Ultra Rares and no Secret Rares. I got nothing but Supers in my pack, bro. Nothing.
You got some of my RNG.
Yeah, that's what I was
4
saying.
Secret Rares this time.
Oh, shut the fuck up. What did you get? You got Electromite, Saryuja, and what else, bro?
I got 2 Mech Knight Purple Nightfall.
You are so dirty, but those are good
Yeah.
too. Like,
They are. They're good, but you need to have like Mech Knights. I didn't get any Blue Sky, which is unfortunate. So like, I guess you could arguably play it with like the other ones, like the less good ones, like Red Moon and Yellow, whatever, and Indigo. I think I pulled 1 Indigo for sure. I don't know about Red Moon because it's a rare, but yeah. So it's like there's some potential there, but I don't know. It just didn't seem as good. I also got this. I got this before the Electromite. Actually, I got a Clifford Genius.
That's a good card.
And I was thinking, I'm like, oh, the Dino Mister machine, so I can actually make this just to give me just arrows. I didn't really care so much about the effect, which the effect isn't bad. It's okay. But I just needed arrows if I was going to be able to do that. But also, because it's a water deck, we have Miss Starboy, right?
Yep.
And so they're all water. So this actually is another way to give me zones, which is why I was kind of thinking about it. But then the Electromite just put it over the top. I'm like, this card, as long as I can get 2 pendulums on the field, like it's game over because I'm just going to generate so much advantage off of this card. I was even going deep. You didn't even see the rest of what I was up to today. I was going as deep. I was playing Supreme King Dragon Darkworm and Foolish Burial. And I was also playing Gage, wait for it. I had the Destrudo as another Foolish Burial target because I have Mare Mare in my deck for you.
Oh, Mare. Oh, dude, that card's so neat.
Yep.
You're playing
because
Yazi too, yep.
I have Yazi, yep. So this gives my Foolish Burial a lot of different synergy here because going second, I actually had Foolish Burial in hand game 1. I just didn't need to use it. If you start to crack my board, I can dump this and use Destrudo with any of my Dino Mists, go into Yazi. Yazi can pop you. I get the Mare Mare. This gives me a ton of tokens. There's actually an OTK that this enables, specifically with Spinos, but with any other Dino Mist, it's like a few hundred short of lethal, where I can actually go. So if I get this Mare Mare, what I can do is let's just assume that I have an empty field, right? So I can get all the tokens for this. And then what I can do is, because the tokens are actually water, I can make a copy of Miss Starboy, and then I can take these two and make another copy of Miss Starboy. So if I have a Spinos, this is over 8k damage with these three cards alone, because the two Miss Starboys are 48 and they pump the Spinos by an extra 1,000 to 3,500. So one Dino Mist basically almost lethals you, but Spinos exactly actually kills you there.
That's so dirty. That's so much damage too.
Yeah, it's a ton. I can also keep Mare Mare out, but I think it needs to be like 2,300 attack to be lethal. It's like just shy, I think, because the Mistar Boys could pump the Mare Mare as well. I mean, there's some cool shit that I had for this deck that just didn't come out, but the Dynamists did their thing. I mean, I had a little bit more of a wider strategy as well, aside from just playing a pen deck, but I had some other cool stuff going on too.
No, absolutely, man. Yeah, those Mistar Boys, man. That card is so crazy, actually. All the like generic Link monsters at the start, they were super underrated at first, but like they're not bad cards. They float, like they do everything you need them to do. So
now let me ask you this: were you siding System down?
No. I was not. I took them out.
Didn't?
No, I was like, there's no way you go back to that deck, bro. And here's what I fucking learned. Yeah, like I can't deal with it.
I saw last episode you were still on it, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to. So I was legit side decking Book of Eclipse.
No, yeah.
So that if you system down me, I can just set everything to protect them.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. No, I don't side it anymore. So I guess I gotta respect these Dino Mists again. So might have to make their way into the side deck again.
Maybe. What other crazy stuff were you playing, or is that pretty much it?
That's just the generic kind of gist of it. I didn't see Orbital Highland or anything like that. Like the field spell lineup is super good with Ravine, Chicken Game, and Pseudo Space. But yeah, other than that, nothing spicy except like Level Eater, which was also freshly banned. But
yeah, that card's definitely not okay either. So a lot of shenanigans in your deck for sure. I think if it wasn't for that Maxi in game 1, it would have been a completely different game.
I for sure had plays, but giving you any more than like 3 cards like that was suicide. It felt like even giving you 3 cards like that was suicide. Bro, people still say Maxi could come back today, dude. Unreal, man.
I think that first game exemplified why it cannot come back.
Never.
It is just not okay.
Never. It's not okay. Yep.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Next up, Flames of Destruction Gauge. Is that right? Are we already there?
It is, bro. It is a hell of a set, too.
Set.
Oh my god, the Nightmares.
Big set.
Goblin,
Nightmares.
Mermaid. Oh, it's going to be exciting, dude.
And then not to mention Imperm is in there as well. It's a secret, but like there's so many. Flames of Destruction is, just looking back, just an outstanding set. And just to have access to more generic links is going to give us the ability to play more decks as well. So, I mean, I couldn't be happier. But we have to shout the patrons as always. So big shouts to Shout1317, Moto, Sean Alding Jr., Cameron Smith, and Gayoko, Tim00x3, Ike Ironfang, Pody Starkey, and Musa, Michael Dente, Part 2, Dan the Man Hoban, Synchro Guy, Ole, Mystic Walk, Sylvia Wild, Straconic, Rock Slide, Dollywop, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Thomas Nelson, Cole T, Jordan Coons, Calvin Iron Bladesman, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, David Lou, Rockley 325, Useless, Aslan 05, Lane Rogers, Chat God, Sound Agent 216, I Side and Gren Maju and Salad, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Brett Harvey, John 2 Base, Apathy Asher, Brody Eastwood, Dayseer, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Give Me Speed Order, Give Me Death, MBT's Hardlight, TC Gaming, Matthew Brady, Edison Format, and Tom Russell. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you in Flames of Destruction.